We love our superheroes. We also love their hideouts, lairs, laboratories, and wardrobes. They all have their own cool factor. Let's talk about the greatest superhero headquarters. Hello, welcome to my channel. KC, that's me, Carrie Chug, the Sledge Storyteller, here to talk about the wonderful world of storytelling and to open up discussions about how we can tell the best stories we can. Now, Ben Affleck is one of several guys who has built a Batcave in their houses, kind of a man cave there, and there must be something special about superheroes having their own place to keep their super suits, equipment, and laboratories, and also keep their A-game up in the war against crime. So here are my top 10 superhero HQs. Number 10, Peter Parker's bedroom. Now, obviously, here is Peter Parker still living in his Aunt May's house. The whole humble abode setting here works well on Spider-Man's everyman angle, and you see it all start with the images of Peter developing his web shooters there. It would soon be the setting for his developing his spider tracers and spider bombs. All this stuff was getting developed with what little lab equipment Peter Parker could discreetly put to use out of Aunt May's sight before Marvel decided to make her privy to Peter's secret. Why does this belong on the list? Reflections on this kind of setting led me to go the similar route to make Carl Eisenberg's workshop to be home based in his basement. Since he's already known to the public as an inventor, his super gadgets are just developed on the side in secret, and in his case, it's hard for me to imagine anything more elaborate than that creatively working out. Number 9, Titan Tower. So the shape of that building makes for the theme dominating over practicality, but we're talking about a building meant for kid superheroes to appeal to the kid in all of us. It's shaped to represent your group, and no onlooker is going to doubt that it belongs to teenagers. It functions as a fortress whenever arch enemies attack, and it has the recreational rooms you'd expect juvenile heroes to have so that they can make the most of their free time. Who wouldn't have wanted to have this place to hang out in when coming back from school? Number 8, Baxter Building. So while the Titan Tower is your outlet for recreation, the Baxter Building is a giant leap beyond visiting your local planetarium. Originally the headquarters of the Fantastic Four, it's got rocket ships, portals to Marvel's Negative Zone, and a school devoted to educating the cream of the Marvel Universe intellectual crop. Peter Parker's bedroom lab has gone through several upgrades before finally being part of the Baxter Building as Parker Industries. As a thing of the past now, overall, the Baxter Building has had enough scientific innovation to it to fascinate even the biggest anti-geeks. Number 7, Hall of Justice. Now, it's not the most practical option for the Justice League to run their operations in. I mean, there's only so much you can do to defend a building like that, should the Injustice Gang lay siege to it. But I digress. All aforementioned risks aside, it was originally based on the Cincinnati Union Terminal, and first seen on the Super Friends cartoon that ran from 1973 to 1985. After many years of the Justice League operating in the Watchtower satellite, nostalgia kicked in, and DC put them back into the Hall of Justice for a spell. It's got that majestic look. It's also got awesome interior look with high-tech computers, various high-tech labs, and a teleportation room that connects with the Justice League satellite. Number 6, Avengers Tower. Formerly Stark Tower, you have to envy the Avengers since they each got to reside in one of 12 levels made entirely of luxury rooms. These levels also accommodate guests and visitors. Makes you feel like you have a shot at spending a night in that. As with all other HQs, the Avengers Tower has a state-of-the-art technology that they use and continually develop weaponry and surveillance equipment. Just standing anywhere in this building will make you feel like you have all kinds of power to throw around. Number 5, Xavier School for Gifted Youngsters. To go from being completely ostracized by society because they see you as a freak with your mutant powers, to ending up where you feel like you're in a school of cool kids that's got a rock all the trappings of your basic boarding school with dorms, recreation halls, and a cafeteria, plus cutting-edge technology in vehicles and weapons. And who wouldn't want to be in the company of Cyclops, Gambit, and Wolverine? Number 4, Justice League Satellite. I previously mentioned the Hall of Justice. You have to practically assume that the satellite would rank higher. Its monitor room can perform interdimensional surveillance. Because it has its own gravity, occupants can make the most of the lounge, recreation room, gym, archery range, and swimming pool. And who am I to argue? I would love to be in the company of Batman, Superman, Flash, Green Arrow, all of them, and would be my secondary wish that I could take part in their recreations. Number 3. Shield Helicarrier. I have to dip into seeing how plausible it is to generate enough thrust that will lift an entire aircraft carrier in the air, but the cool factor is strong enough to just make you decide to roll with it. All the coolness of a powerful military fortress. It's all the more powerful as it launches fighter jets to join the battle. Just its sheer gigantic size intimidates as it flies overhead with the roaring sound of its engines. All that plus a well-equipped research lab, surveillance equipment, and weapons arsenal. A place befitting the Avengers on the move. Number 2. The Batcave. As I said earlier, the Batcave has become the dream template for many a fanboy's man cave. The rocky walls make for that primal den motif. The top-notch Bat computer dates back to when computers would fill an entire business building, and it has since then stood front and center whenever most people have thoughts about a superhero's computer. It has a top-of-the-line forensic lab, a fully loaded workout center, a museum-quality trophy room, and vehicle launching spots that includes the most enviable feature for your driveway, a turning platform, which means you no longer have to back your car out. So yes, Batman is my favorite mainstream comic character, and no, his lair doesn't claim the top spot on this list. So, number 1, Fortress of Solitude. So yes, Superman's HQ trumps them all. It built itself out of Kryptonian technology. It carries all the technology to up the ante on any other hero's equipment. It channels communication with mind algorithms of deceased Kryptonians, holds a stash of weapons from various alien cultures, picked up from past missions, and a Kryptonian technology-based forensic lab. Yes, even Superman needs a recreation room that allows him to create his own art. All this in a beautiful, crystalline walled fortress. Love it. So, that's my top 10 superhero headquarters. Agree? Disagree? Or something I left out? Please let me know in the comments section. If you like this video, please click like. If you like this channel, please click subscribe or follow me on Instagram. As always, the link to order Sledge number 1 is below the description there, or you can order it on Kindle. And I'm happy to say I've seen improved progress with Sledge number 2. Things are starting to pick up. It'll come out sooner than I had anticipated, so I'm excited to see that thing happen. I'll always say it. Let's look for civility amid all the bad news out there about social and political strife, as well as the pandemic. I will always say it. Please, if you qualify, take the vaccination. And let's follow the precautions that have been given to us by all the experts concerning the pandemic. Everyone, thanks for watching. Be safe, and God bless.